In this video, we're looking at using Pythagoras Theorem to solve three-dimensional problems. Very similar to how you would solve two-dimensional problems. So when you're applying Pythagoras Theorem, you identify and draw a right-angled triangle that may help. You label the sides, use Pythagoras to solve it. There you go. All right. So usually when we're dealing with three-dimensional shapes, you're going to need to redraw the triangles that we're kind of looking for. And special point, redraw it separately so you're not getting confused with all the other stuff and all the other information on the other shape. Usually we're looking at cross sections too, so like imagine it inside the shape, and you'll see that in the example we're going to cover. So here we have a shape. We need to find the distance from one corner to the opposite in the shape below. So what that means is, if I zoom in here, I want to find the distance from up here down to here. Okay, so I can draw a line going there. Now, that at the moment doesn't really help, but I can make a triangle. Now, it's going to be hard to visualize it, but I'm going to do it anyway and hopefully see. So we know we've got a vertical line over here. All right, so then I can join that there. Let me redraw that because it wasn't straight. Okay. So we've got some sort of a triangle there. I already know that vertical line. Now that's 3.9. And as you can see, they actually provided us with this bottom length here. So that's 8.3. I'm not going to have to go and find that. Sometimes you do. So what I'm going to do now is redraw that shape. Okay. So what I end up getting is something like this. With that being a right angle, I know that that's 3.9 meters, and I know that this was 8.3 meters. And I'm trying to find x. Now, we've done the hard part. The hard part usually is looking at a 3D shape, finding where that right angle is, that right angle triangle, and drawing it. Identifying if it is going to help us. Once you've done that, it's relatively easy. We've got C, A, B. So I know that C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So I know that X squared is going to equal 8.3 plus 3.9 squared. So X squared, let me redo that. X squared is going to equal 84.1, and as always, the opposite of squaring is square rooting, so we're going to do that to cancel out that. And I'm left with x equals 9.17 meters. So again, very similar to your 2D shapes. Take the time to try and find the right angled triangle to use, and then redraw it. Okay? There may be more steps than what I did here. I may have been given this length down here, all right, which wouldn't have helped. So I would need to use other lengths to then find the information. I might have had to use Pythagoras Theorem twice to get to what I needed to do. I might have needed to find this triangle first to give me that inside one, to give me the 8.3, to then use with the 3.9. Be prepared to do that with some of these problems.